Hope everybody having a cool day, cool afternoon, cool evening, and cool night. We are live and in full effect. You know? So what we doing? What we doing? Get some of the Detroit rhythm.
No doubt that I'm hotter than burning lava. But Darvin need you coming to see the flowers to mamas. Driving crossing Bahamas, your baby mama got problems. A shot coming out the doctor. Lava cop in the Bronco. 45 make you wobble, I shot you outside McDonald's. Homicide is the title to take the life of a rival. Fight is survival, I stop your ass with this rifle. Take the title for models, decapitate you with vinyl. Feeling like Michael Myers, murder is my desire. Destroying government liars, to send they ass to Messiah. Summoning my alliance, we gotta stay so defiant. Destroying tyrants and giants, permanently you'll be silent. The revolution is siren, I have to redefine it. Burning case so surprising, worship by the Mayans. Y'all stated you're ready, the storm is coming heavy, y'all making your fall just like confetti, confetti. Wanna know what's on my mind? Yes, I got a verbal mind, it's revolutionized. Wanna know what's on my mind? Yes, I got a verbal mind, it's revolutionized. Wanna know what's on my mind? Yes, I got a verbal mind, it's revolutionized. Wanna know what's on my mind? Yes, I my revolution now. No doubt that I gotta
I'm home, baby.
So to the I'm home. Y'all niggas don't have no water. Y'all niggas be acting bunkers. I'm just trying to go conquer. I'm in the launcher. See for red grenades. Cybernetic armor with a high frequency blade. Cross the wind and the rain. Decapitating you lame. So cut and bring in the pain. Leave the blood it remains. Fuck the money fame. Rearranging the game. Burn in the flame. Destroying everything. Got nervous skin on my lyrics. Fiery rebel spirit. My lyrics will shatter bullets. Shit will crumble and minutes. Devastating appearance. Now you feel it coherent. You recognize it in the store. Seeing the disappearance. You better take out my business. Sorry that hurt your feelings. That this infamous spitting causing collision. Bitches, listen. Wanna know what's on my mind? Yes, I got a verbal mind. It's
got the notification, baby.
Wanna know what's on my mind? Yes, I got a verbal mind. It's revolutionized. Wanna know what's on my mind? Yes, I got a verbal mind. It's revolutionized. Wanna know what's on my mind? Yes, I got a verbal mind. It's revolutionized.
She got that notification. Let's play the new track. We'll get off into this news. You know we're going to the UK first, baby. Yeah, baby. Hot day HHN. Hot hurricane naughty.
It won't be no water in a new world. Child of the ghetto, I was raised by a cool world. Life is a bitch, but I just bought her some new pearls. This bitch hold 100 in the clip. She my new girl, yeah. And she my dog, she my dog. If I feed a bullet, she gon' be walking all night long, yeah. And I'm a dog, I'm a dog. She only hit my line when she wanna sick dog, With my dogs, where you at, Mr. Fuck the government? That's my dog. That's my dog, and my dog. That's my dog, yeah. And my dog, Smokey voice. Sovereignty, my choice. Will sell my soul for no one voice. I call silence holy noise. See, my demons got some toys. The abyss in my eyes, witness the void. I'm ready to die, nigga. You can live like a goy. In the spirit realm, I'm undefeated, feel like Floyd. The devil tried to buy my soul, I know that boy annoyed. Full-time crash out, don't ask where I'm employed. Don't ask me, nigga. I'm a dog. This bitch hold 100, can't even fit it in my drawers. I'm a dog.
Yeah, low-key, that's my dog. About to load up the chopper, knocking brains on the wall, yeah, low-key, that's my dog. About to load up the chopper, knocking brains on the wall, bitch. No dog, gotta send it off like a motherfucking rocket, yeah, bitch, you take it off. I'm a dog, yeah, I'm taking charge. I'll rip your ass apart if you step into my yard. I'm a dog, yeah, I got a ball string, fucking government, yeah, I'm killing all of y'all. I'm a dog, see you looking soft, y'all want the club back and this ain't that type of song. It's a murder, gotta call it bloody murder. Dogs hungry, now your people getting nervous. Picture perfect, pull back the iron curtain. It's not a simulation here, it's a prison circus. Now you're running, whipping 10, 1100. Got some money, shit cost 700. Get the bussin', pop a cow in the stomach. Pop the 6 weeks, they ain't saying nothing.
You know. Now we're gonna go to the other new track. Where is it? Oh damn, I did it. Fuck the bullshit. Here we go. Gotta go right here. Now the playlist. Detroit Rhythm. Playlist. Detroit Rhythm. I got 8 tracks now. Bring it back. For the double play, y'all. HHN double play. Detroit Rhythm.
Female Road 1 production.
With that 45th, chop your body up and I'm throwing you in that ocean, bitch. Gotta take another hit, gotta take another sip. Got a phone call, so I gotta take another trip. Fly on the mothership, higher than the motherships. Only way to get this here, you need a bunch of chips. Got a nice girl right here to make you run a trip. Put a gun in the back of your dome, so you want this is. Throw the fist up in the sky, revolution, y'all. Fuck the government, I say it in almost every song. 3 fools of mind control, versus repetition. Rule number 2 was trauma. The third is symbolism. This official government decapitate on you beneficials. Raid a military base. Grab a fucking missile. Her credentials. I will authorize the murder dog. Got a new weapon. It's modified to murder dog. It's that laid back hip hop. It's that stage strap hip hop. It's that break it back hip hop. So let's bring back hip hop. It's that laid back hip hop. It's that stage strap hip hop. It's that bring it back hip hop. So let's bring back hip hop. Hell yeah, I'm forcing this. Kick your doors open quick. Y'all the war they get the truth. So I'm forcing this. Better liquidate the start the metamorphosis. You become a god, the goddess create your holiness. But they got pressures in the frequencies. I don't redirect vibration and energy, metaphysical type heat, lyrical type cheat. People so born, I think he flew about 9 feet. Thought I told y'all about digital ID. Guess I didn't listen because I'm not a celebrity. I'm off the better things. Y'all are fentanyl and a bunch of drugs I ain't never seen. This is a scary scene. Gotta get your courage up. See the fans running up, shoot them motherfuckers up. Tell the evil time is up. We ain't gonna light them up. You either roll with the government or you roll with us. It's that laid back hip hop. It's that stage strap. It's that bring it back hip hop. So let's bring back hip hop. It's that laid back hip hop. It's that stage strap hip hop. It's that bring it back hip hop. So let's bring back hip hop.
What buttons are these? double play. Salute low key.
Detroit the rhythm.
I just played our new track too.
Now Road One Production.
I just played our new track.
Kick the door, moving quick. Hit you with that 45. Chop your body, gambling. I'm throwing you in that ocean, bitch. Gotta take another hit. Gotta take another sip. Feel the phone call, so I gotta take another trip. Fly on the mothership, higher than the motherships. Only way to get this here, you need a bunch of chips. Got a nice girl right here to make you run and trip. Put a gun back in your dome, so you won't exist. Throw the fist up in the sky. Revolution, dog. Put together, man. I say it in almost every song. Free fools of mind control. First is repetition. Rule number 2 is trauma. The third is symbolism. This official government decapitate on you beneficial. Spray the military base. Grab a fucking missile. Fuck credentials. I will authorize the murder dog. Got a new weapon. It's modified to murder y'all. It's that laid back hip hop. It's that stage strap hip hop. It's that bring it back hip hop. So let's bring back hip hop. It's that laid back hip hop. It's that stage strap hip hop. It's that bring it back hip hop. So let's bring back hip hop. Hell yeah, I'm forcing this. Keep your doors open quick. Y'all know more they hear the truth. So I'm forcing this. Better liquidate the start the metamorphosis. You become a god, the goddess create your holiness. But they got both suppressed using the frequencies. I'm redirecting the vibration and energy. Metaphysical type heat, lyrical type chi. Keep your soul going. I think he flew about 9 feet. Thought I told y'all about digital ID. Get your D. And this is because I'm not a celebrity. Dog and a bunch of drugs I ain't never seen. Since a scary scene, gotta get your courage up. See the fans running up, shoot them motherfuckers up. Tell the evil time is up. We ain't gonna light them up. You either roll with the government or you roll with us. It's that laid back hip hop. It's that stage strap hip hop. It's that bring it back hip hop. So let's bring back hip hop. It's that laid back hip hop. It's that stage strap hip hop. It's that bring it back hip hop. So let's bring back hip hop.
New exclusive. Fuck, let's play that dog again. Let's play that dog again. That bitch go hard. Fucking double play that shit too. What the fuck is that piece? Flashlight. I just had it. Shout out to everybody. HHN special report. Worldwide exclusive.
Huh? It won't be no water in a new world. Child of the ghetto, I was raised by a cruel world. Life is a bitch, but I just bought her some new pearls. This bitch hold 100 in the clip. She my new girl, yeah. And she my dog, she my dog. If I feed a bully, she gon' be walking all night long, yeah. And I'm a dog, I'm a dog. She only hit my line when she want a pussy dog. With my dogs, where you at, Mr. Fuck the government? That's my dog. That's my dog, That's my dog, yeah. That's my dog, Smokey voice. Sovereignty, my only choice. Will sell my soul for no voice. I call silence holy noise. See, my demons got some voice. The abyss in my eyes, witness the void. You could live like a goy. In the spirit realm, I'm undefeated, feel like Floyd. The devil tried to buy my soul, I know that boy. No full-time crash out, don't ask where I'm employed. Don't fit in my drawers.
My dog.
I'm a dog, I'm a dog.
Yeah, low-key, that's my dog. About to load up the chocolate, knocking brains on the wall, yeah, low-key, that's my dog. About to load up the chocolate, knocking brains on the wall, bitch. No dog, gotta send it off like a motherfucking rocket, yeah, bitch. Take it off. I'm a dog, yeah, I'm taking charge. I'll rip your ass apart if you stepping in my yard. I'm a dog, yeah, I got a bar screen, fuck the government, yeah, I'm killing all of y'all. I'm a dog, see you looking soft, y'all want the club banging beds, ain't that type of song. It's a murder, gotta call it bloody murder. My dog's hungry, now you people getting nervous. Picture perfect, pull back the iron curtain. It's not a simulation here, it's a prison circus. Now you're running, ripping 10, 1100. Got some money, shit cost 700. Get the bustin', pop in the stomach, pop the witnesses, we ain't saying nothing.
That's my shit. We killed that shit. Had to go into another bag. God damn, how the fuck do I take this fucking piece off? Anyway, sorry about that. I'm in the middle of fixing and working at the same time. That's my dog. Shout out to Low Key. Jersey. You already know what it is. Now we're going to the UK with it. You know we got to holler at our girl Amelia.
Hi, I'm Amelia. I'm English and I love England. I like having fish and chips and a pint at the local pub. I like Shakespeare and Dickens, Tolkien and Lewis, Harry Potter. I like pork, sausage and dogs and fashion.
Haram! Haram!
But I don't like that. Brits are famously polite, but it mustn't mean we're willing to commit cultural suicide. Our institutions, the Church of England, the BBC, are a bunch of queers and nonces. How the bloody hell did we go from Churchill to you git? Sadiq Khan the mayor? This is London, mate, not Afghanistan. Or Star Wars.
I'll get it back.
Our government won't even protect our schoolgirls from grooming gangs.
Sod off, wankers.
The police won't help. They're too busy confiscating garden tools and suppressing free speech.
That's right, miss. What have I done, officer? You tweeted rudely, and you're under arrest.
Curry is fine, but we have several recipes already. There are 50 Islamic nations in the world. Muslims don't need to be on our island. They want to conquer it. The government says it must be this way. That doesn't make it right, does it, Robin Hood?
No, my lady.
These dragons that threaten our England won't go away unless brave knights rise up to slay them. Or did all the British bloodlines with any bollocks get killed off in World Wars I and II? Englishmen, it's your country and it's being taken from you. Chav, posh, doesn't matter. We're already all in this together. I don't want this to be the future of the women of England, and I'm sure the women of Iran and Afghanistan didn't want it either. Your ancestors beat the Spanish Armada, Napoleon, and the Nazis. Surely you can handle welfare tourists. History will record what you do or don't do. Get cracking, lads. Love, Amelia.
That's right.
Guys, Sony finally, after
Not yet. Right here.
£4.7 billion budget. So
There we
Andy
go.
Burnham has been left with a £4.7 billion budget problem after Keir Starmer unveils the defence plan. Britain's probable next Prime Minister agreed to a £15 billion funding blueprint, but short-term wrangling likely to continue. Andy Burnham was blindsided by a funding gap of nearly £5 billion in the government's long-awaited defence spending plan, according to people familiar with the matter. Now look, to be honest, I'm not going to go through the whole article. What you need to know is this. There's been a budget put forward for spending for the UK military that has fallen short. And it's fallen short because there isn't the money there to do it. And this is what really infuriates me. Now, I want to clarify, everyone has their own opinion of the industrial military UK. You know, it's pretty split. Some people think that we should have no military or whatever, and some people are very of the camp that we should be one of the strongest militaries in the world. I think I'd fall somewhere in the remit of, in the middle of that, maybe towards more military power, because at the end of the day, we've got Russian ships just floating around in our waters, just doing whatever the hell they want, because we do not have a big enough navy to deal with it, which I guess is a problem.
Yeah, Russia's over there in the water stripping.
Pretty damn invadable. But all of that aside, I want to get to the bigger problem. Now, before we dive into the weeds on this is going to be a full-on rant, because it infuriates me. So before we get into that, with everything that's happening in the UK with Online Safety Act, social social media bans and all the other laws and regulations that are trying to take away your privacy, you should check out Private Internet Access VPN at the link down below.
What up, though?
You push one button and it takes your device outside of the UK. So if you're a legal adult that should be allowed to use the internet, you won't have to submit a copy of your ID to browse Facebook. With that link, you get 2 months free, 87% off, and it is the best way to support the channel. Now let's get back to the video. The UK government has committed to a number of things over the past year, which would make up this $5 billion deficit. It would fix it. Digital identification is predicted to cost anywhere from £1 to £2 billion, and if you know the British government, they usually go 2 times. Well, actually, the factor is 2.2 times over budget, so we can call that £4 billion. That's nearly the deficit there for digital ID, which there's a lot of misconceptions on digital ID. A lot of people don't seem to think it's happening anymore. It is happening. They're just saying it's not mandatory, but just wait, it will be. And regardless of that, they're still spending the same money to develop it. So there, we've got nearly all of that deficit. But let's just forget that for a second. Let's look at the Online Safety Act in the UK. At the moment, they've levied thousands of fines against businesses and organisations for not complying with the Act, and so far, only 2 that we know of have been paid to the grand sum of £40,000. Meanwhile, all of the costs involved of getting it to the point where it's a passed legislation and enforcing it and working with Ofcom and all the staff that are needed to keep this legislation above board is costing the British taxpayer around about £750 million a year, based on what they're telling us. It's probably about £1 billion, let's be real. So there's just 2 pieces of legislation by themselves that would make up this deficit, because I'm sure that everyone can agree that we do need some military presence in the UK and we do need to reorganise the spending in the military. At the moment, we are very behind as a country, and we kind of haven't moved forward since 2008, 2009. Naturally, we're quite an outdated military, and we need to move it forwards to actually be present on the world stage. So what we could do is
he said world stage
legislation that no one wants and actually fill that deficit. But this is just little examples. There is so many things the British government are spending on right now that could fix this, but they're not pulling funds from elsewhere. Like, there's a general consensus that the NHS is massively underfunded as well, when if you actually have a look at what some medical companies are charging the NHS for medication that we don't ever see the prices of, it's ridiculous. Like, I'm asthmatic. This, as a prescription, I pay, I think, £9 for, yeah? But you should see how much they are charging the British government for each one of these inhalers. It is absolutely insane. Now, if you actually extrapolate
They're charging people for inhalers,
which some of it only costs a couple of pounds to make, you realise that...
Oh, yeah, we're about to talk about that heat, too, Vonta. It's crazy over there.
As well. You can apply to, like, supply certain things to governments, whether that's things like, I don't know, hotel bedding or towels or whatever it might be. Like, you can actually apply to supply products and services to the British government. They have a tender portal. And some of the pricing that they list in there for general stuff like toilet paper is 8 to 9 times more than it is in a high street store. But the British government pay it. So if we look at all the places that the government's spending, it's pretty clear that Keir Starmer can't do any maths. And yes, Andy Burnham, if he's become a Prime Minister, he's got an uphill battle ahead of him. But why don't they fix the smaller issues in spending? Because if you add all of those together, it will easily make up 10 times this 5 billion figure. I reckon the British government could say 50 to 100 billion a year just by looking at what they're spending on stuff that the British public have clearly stated repeatedly that they do not want. I don't know. It's just absolutely ridiculous. I just don't understand how they can get themselves into the situation. There's so many departments in the government spending money that the country just have getting approved. There's so many pointless laws and legislations that have gone ahead that no one asked for. I don't know. Oh, it annoys me. Anyway, thank you so much for watching today's video. Dooley. If you did enjoy it, please make sure to subscribe.
What up, though?
Shout
out to Jay Dooley. Beats. Shouts out. Shouts out to Mark coming through. Much love to my UK correspondent, Vonta. We over there in the UK dealing with the crazy shit with Andy Burnham and Starmer. Starmer is a wanker. Andy Burnham is a double wanker. And I hear Measure Vorage is about to go against some motherfucking shit. He's a wanker too. But we need to go to the UK again because we got to cover this. Is this it?
Great news, everybody. Truly historic news. The UK government has been quietly looking into something called solar engineering. A fancy sci-fi way of saying that they want to spray particles into the sky to dim the sun. Because we've collectively made the planet a little bit too spicy and nobody wants to just turn the thermostat down like normal people. It's basically putting a giant pair of sunglasses on the planet Earth. We didn't think this through. Credit where it's due. Big problem, big swing. I respect the ambition because new scientific modelling has revealed a slight hiccup. And I want you to mention the word hiccup here, being said by a man standing next to a smoking engine. While the overarching goal is to cool the global average temperature, it turns out that this could paradoxically, and I love that word, cause localised heating and trigger severe heat waves right here in the UK and Europe. So our grand plan to stop global warming is to accidentally air fry ourselves on purpose, sort of accidentally on purpose.
My disappointment is immeasurable.
If that isn't the most British government outcome in recorded history, I genuinely don't know what is. It's like trying to fix a leaky tap by blowing up the reservoir and then issuing a strongly worded statement about the reservoir's resilience. The actual science is called solar radiation modification, or SRM, which, fun fact, is also what I imagine the acronym would be for surprisingly regrettable mistake.
Yeah.
Because when I think ideal climate conditions for the home counties, my mind goes immediately to a massive volcanic eruption. Very Pompeii, very lovely conservatory, shame about the ash. We inject aerosols into the stratosphere to bounce sunlight back into space, a process scientists describe as elegant, which I would describe as throwing glitter at the sun and hoping for the best. Except according to the BBC and various climate models, these metaphorical sunglasses don't just dim the light evenly, they've got a magnifying glass lens pointed directly at London, like the sky itself is trying to start a fire with an ant on the Tuesday. And here's my favourite detail. The report says they knew this was a risk going in. This wasn't a surprise, this was a known feature. I need you to imagine that briefing. Right, sir, good news first. The Arctic stable, the polar bears are thrilled, very chuffed indeed. Bad news, Kent is now technically a deep fryer. The M25 has melted into what can only be described as a liquish adjacent substance, and Surrey, gone. We don't know where Surrey went. And the response? Almost certainly the reply, nod, and a measured, right then. It's ultimate. Except instead of Britney Spears, it's a continental scale climate event. Slightly less scratchy, slightly less catchy, much worse for property values. But don't worry, I'm sure that the same transport network that can't get a train from Birmingham to Manchester without a 40-minute signalling issue will be absolutely flawless at fine-tuning the chemical composition of the entire stratosphere. What could possibly go wrong? Honestly, if they can't fix the fucking potholes on the A40, I have concerns about them recalibrating the sky. Picture.
Right, if y'all fix the road, what the fuck I'm gonna do with the sky? Salute, eyes wide shut. What up, though?
The sky above
can't
London
fix the
is
damn
lovely,
roads. Y'all talking about the sky.
shade of industrial haze grey, somewhere between overcast Tuesday and the inside of a printer. We have technically, successfully dimmed the sun. Mission accomplished. Box ticks. And yet the pavement is inexplicably boiling, eggs are frying themselves on the steps of Parliament out of sheer spite. We'll be sitting there in 45-degree heat, looking up at the dark, miserable sky, complaining that we miss the sun, while our semi-detached homes slowly, gently turn into the world's least efficient slow cookers. That is if they haven't been decommissioned by the government for not being environmentally friendly. And naturally, the government will respond the way the government always responds, with a leaflet, a nice, calm, reassuring leaflet titled, How to Enjoy Your Spontaneous Combustion. A Citizen's Guide. Citizen's Guide.
Citizen's Guide to Spontaneous Combustion.
Page. Remember, a light jumper can also trap heat, so perhaps don't. Page 3. Just sorry, in very small font. It's the irony, really, that gets me. We spend 45 years cheerfully ignoring the climate. Then, at the 11th hour, we decide to fix it with a hack that just might slow roast the very people who invented it. It's almost poetic in a we're all going to be medium rare sort of way. Somewhere a screenwriter is furious. Somewhere there is a screenwriter furious that they didn't think of this. And the best part, this isn't even the worst case scenario. This is the plan working. This is Tuesday. Imagine what they've got filled under acceptable losses.
Right.
So, if you, like me, are looking forward to a glittering future where we can all live in a dim, grey, faintly smoking oven, good news, you're in luck. The government is, as we speak, on the case, and as we all know, with complex, large-scale logistical projects. None come to mind right now, but I'm sure there's one, somewhere, in a binder. Anyway, we'll all be fine. Probably. Statistically, someone will be fine. If you have enjoyed this deep dive into our potentially crispy future, do the YouTube things, like, subscribe, comment, all of it. preferably while you still have a functioning keyboard, working, Wi-Fi. Stay cool, everyone, while you still legally can. This has been me, Chris Brooks, with a K. I'm not a licensed meteorologist. I'm barely licensed to operate this camera. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Look after yourselves, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.
Yep. That's what's going on in the UK. They're burning up, but they're doing it manufacturing. They're manufacturing this shit by fucking with the air. So everybody be careful over there in the UK. Y'all stay hydrated. You know, y'all stay cool. Real shit. And don't forget to bring a towel. Wanna get high? But anyway, oh shit. There it goes, still right there. All right, I hope that shit goes through. Okay, now next, let's get off into it. Right here.
Guys, Sony finally, after days and days of silence, responded to the fans. That's right, they finally decided, you know what, enough's enough. We made them wait long enough. We need to post something on our account. We need to respond in some way. We need to do something. And what you are looking at in front of you is what Sony decided was the next best thing to do. That's right, after announcing they're done producing physical disc-based PlayStation games 28, after an entire week of burning the last ounce of goodwill they have with their fans that they've been building up since the mid to end PlayStation 3 days, this was the best thing to announce. Essentially saying, oh, what's that? You guys have been begging for a response for 6 days now for us to come out and reverse this decision, or at the very least explain something to say, fuck you, buy our new product.
Yep.
That's what Sony just said to you, to me, to every PlayStation gamer that exists. That's exactly what they said to you. Buy our new fight stick. We do not care. We don't give a flying fuck about anything that any of you guys have said. You know why? I'll tell you why. This is exactly why Sony has this attitude. They're looking at every single PlayStation fan right now. They're looking down at you. And they're saying,
thank you,
what are you going to do? You're going to leave?
Yep.
Where are you? You're going to go to PC? You're going to go to Xbox? Really? This is exactly the attitude Sony.
Yep. We're going to go to PC. We're going to go to Xbox. Here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're really going to do. We're going to become full-fledged hackers. We're going to become full-fledged pirates. We're going to learn how to build that bullshit that y'all so-called coming out with. We're going to do shit, and we're going to get the technology to build our own shit. We're going to fuck you up, Sony. You're going to lose so much money, and all of us are still going to be playing new shit. We're going to be playing new shit on PS4 systems. We're going to be playing new shit on PS2 systems. That's how good and smart and intelligent we are when it comes to building shit. Woo-wee. And if we can't do that, guess what? We'll go to Xbox or we'll go to PC. Or, here's a good thing. Here's a better thing. We won't play no game at all. We'll get in tune with nature. We'll travel the country. We'll have some fun, exercise, eat right, turn to martial arts. Or here's a funny one: touch grass. Basically, let's get in tune with nature. But at the end of the day, y'all felt that y'all made enough money. Y'all always look down on us. Now y'all really just showing y'all true colors on how y'all really truly feel. But y'all really couldn't do it back in the day because y'all would have lost everything early. Y'all would have lost everything. We ain't gonna fuck with it. Yep.
As right now. And I am truly pissed off at seeing this because the audacity, the absolute audacity that this company has after just an entire week of getting dragged, after their post becoming one of the most viewed posts in the history of X and Twitter, for gaming posts. It's like they just don't care. They really, truly, genuinely don't care. The executives are laughing at you. They're laughing at me. They're laughing at all of us because they are sitting back, lighting their cigars, drinking their whiskey, drinking their bourbon, whatever, and they're all laughing. They're having a good old time counting their money, looking at their spreadsheets, looking at how profitable the next generation PlayStation is going to be because they made this decision. And to all those who oppose, to all those fans who have been loyal and supporting them for over 30 years, to all those who've been buying hundreds, possibly thousands of physical PlayStation video games over the years, Sony is looking at you dead in the face and saying, we don't care, fuck you, buy our new product. Because you can't do anything about it. You're not going to leave. You would never leave. This has me fuming right now. Like, I was kind of ready for this outcome to a degree. I'm like, it's possible that Sony really will just move forward and truly not give a shit. But to see it in this way, this is your next post, a fight stick, a fucking fight stick. Get fucked, Sony. Get absolutely fucked. Like, I am done. This is worse than when I left Xbox years ago, man. This is worse because at least with that, it was just kind of pathetic. You know, where it's like we were sitting there for years kind of telling Phil Spencer and the Xbox executives at that time, like, you guys got to figure this out. You need to make better games. Your competition is just, they're annihilating you and you're not even remotely keeping up. You're falling further and further behind. And it just got to a point where it's like, I want to go, I want to go play other games somewhere else. I'm not waiting around for this. This is even worse because this is just a straight up middle finger right to your face from the company. Now, look, is it possible that this is just an obligatory post that they have to put out and they're still planning on addressing the elephant in the room and they're still planning on possibly reversing course? Sure. But you know what? As of right now, I don't see it that way. As of right now, after waiting this long, come on, how long does it really take Sony to just put out a statement to get an apology or just an announcement that they're going to reconsider or reverse? How long does that take? It takes over a week? I don't think so. I don't think so. They know exactly what they're doing here, and they do not care. This is why, when I say I'm not buying the PlayStation 6, I'm not giving Sony another dime, this is why. Because they view you as the customer as the dirt beneath their shoe, okay? They don't give a shit about you. They only see you as a dollar sign. They only see you as a number on their spreadsheets. They don't care. You think they care about previous executives who had to learn the hard way during the beginning of the PS3 generation and fight tooth and nail to win fans back, to kind of overthrow Xbox at that time and really just listen? And
Xbox won that year.
And speak to them
the PS3
and
came
really
out.
show just an ounce of care. Do you think that the current executive leadership at Sony PlayStation cares about that? I'm going to tell you right now, this post says very clearly, very plainly, nope, we don't care. This is why I've been trying to fight this battle to let all of these dumb-ass PlayStation fanboys know. Like, you want to keep fighting against other PlayStation players and other gamers who are trying to fight to save physical games right now. You are the reason Sony is saying this right now and doesn't give a fuck. You're the reason. Because Sony looks at that and they're like, look, we know you're going to stay. We know you're not going anywhere or doing anything. You're powerless. You are completely powerless. This is ridiculous. Like, unless the next post from Sony is them announcing, we're sorry, we're reversing this, I'm fucking done. Like, this has pissed me off, man. I really cannot believe what I'm seeing right now. All the things that people have been saying for years about Sony PlayStation, they're right. They're completely right. I didn't want to believe it. I thought, okay, you know what? They're in the lead. They're on top, so they're going to try to take advantage of that a little bit. They're going to try to, boost their numbers where they can. They're going to try to flex a little bit, whatever. They're going to make some big mistakes. Hopefully they're going to learn from those mistakes. But I was always asked the question, like, do you think they're going to get, like, arrogant again and make really stupid decisions?
Yes.
Really, are they really going to cross that line again like they did at the beginning of the PS3 era? And I thought to myself, there's no way. They already lived through that. They already survived that. Like, they know what happens if they do that. Surely they won't do it again.
So you can cut off your music and movies and games if you don't comply.
Everybody who's on PC is on PC. Anybody who's still sticking with they're unlikely to leave, which is exactly
that's
what
why we're going to be the best hackers
Sony's
in this
absolutely
bitch.
banking on you and all current PlayStation players. Oh, they're going to eat up the PlayStation 6. They're going to eat it up. They're going to eat up GTA 6. They're going to eat up Wolverine. They're going to eat up everything. We're going to be able to just walk right by. We're going to be able to just do this and ignore every outcry that we get, as you can clearly see. As you can clearly see with this.
Shit.
And, I thought to myself, like, no, man, come on, there's limits here. That stupid. There's no way they're that arrogant. But the hubris, it's there. And the answer is no, they're going to do it again. Except the difference is there's no one to keep them in line. And this is where I want to end this video, and we're going to see where this goes.
I think the next thing we're going to do, or at least I'm going to do, I mean, everybody out here can do what they want, is, Asha Sharma's the new Xbox CEO, and they have a whole world of trouble that they're in right now.
They cut off everything else, water, power, electricity,
we covered that in the previous video. But, one thing that she seemingly has been very focused on, to a degree that some people find questionable, which I too also question, but it's undeniable, communicating with the fans, trying to listen to the fans. And, I think, I have to wonder if Asha Sharma, because she's new to gaming, that's important to understand. I don't know that she knows what went down back in 2013 between Xbox and PlayStation.
I know what went
Xbox
down.
Tried to do the whole DRM thing, digital and all that stuff, and Sony just absolutely wrecked them. I wonder if she understands that, that's what has put Sony in this position ultimately, and why Xbox is still kind of on the back foot here. It would be amazing if we could communicate to her at this point, because I've completely given up on Sony. Sony's not listening. They don't care. They want nothing to do with us. I almost wonder if we could properly communicate to Asha Sharma, get her attention, and let her know that this is a golden opportunity for Xbox, okay? This is their opportunity to kind of get revenge on Sony for what happened previously, where now Sony has completely turned into the villain, and, they are so big that they know they can do whatever they want. All Asha Sharma has to do is announce, we are going to have a disk drive for Project Helix, and we are going to have physical disc-based next-gen games for Project Helix. If she announces that, it would be literally the biggest fuck you to Sony that Xbox would have ever produced. And, considering that this is exactly what Sony did to Microsoft back in 2013 and 2014, and again, is what has put them in this position, it would be incredible to see that. It's absolutely wild. I did not think I would be sitting here talking about the new Xbox CEO saying, hey, maybe it's time, maybe it's time you do something to Sony here, because we've been lying, and Sony doesn't care. Sony does not care. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for the video.
Yep. Next.
Waiting patiently. Make sure once PlayStation posts, they were going to be letting their feelings and their emotions being heard directly to the company that, in my opinion, is doing the biggest first step of happy and pretending to be happy. This entire thing has been an absolute disaster from its very inception. The fact that PlayStation has been running around and using fake numbers, well, not necessarily fake, but skewing the numbers in their favor to that so many people buy digitally, while they're also including digital-only games and DLC as part of those purchases. Even watching as PlayStation fanboys were debunking their own claims, talking about how many people buy their games physically over and over again on even their massive tentpole titles. But PlayStation didn't want to hear a single thing about that. They didn't want to know anything about what was going on, and they certainly put their head in the sand and decided to ignore everyone for almost an entire week during this insane debacle of trying to remove and destroy every aspect of what you hold dear in this space right now. But the crazier part is, it doesn't just stop there. It looks like there may have been a little bit of insider trading.
Woo!
Because according to Quiver Quantitative saying this, insider sale, president and CEO of Sony sells 225,000 shares. Now, if you're not sure what Quiver Quantitative actually does, they track everybody's trades. Now, if you're not sure what Quiver Quantitative does, don't worry, I'll help you out. This is a website that tracks basically every other major trade done inside of the U.S. government or even financial institutions. They cover everything from congressional trading to government contracts to lobbying, spending, and even social media sentiment. So, in my guesstimation from what I've researched, they seem to be on the up and up. And I think the crazier part is, it looks like they might have actually caught Hiroki Totoki themselves.
Hiroki
Because
Totoki.
according to the article saying this, Hiroki Totoki, the president and CEO of Sony, sold 225,000 shares of the company on July 3rd, 2026 for an estimated $729,500. We received data of their shares of this class of stock. Following this trade, they now own 73,250 shares of this class of Sony stock. Okay, you know, Totoki, if you want to do the insider trading, buddy, you got it. You sold over half of your shares to make all that money after everybody saw you were going to go ahead and either bet.
Yeah, lock that motherfucker up. Lock up everybody that did the insider trading shit, even over here in the States. Nancy Pelosi and all you other motherfuckers in those cabinets. That the reason why y'all super fucking rich, the reason why y'all super fucking wealthy and still get to keep y'all fucking seats. You son of a bitch. But we do insider trading. A regular person, we going to fucking prison. The fuck out of here. Lock that bitch nigga up. Of the day, man, y'all already made the money, man. Y'all been fucking blowing up since the 90s. But I forgot the number to the rule of acquisition. Enough is never enough. What number was that again? They following the rule of acquisition. He know the rules better than you do. That shit was fucking hilarious. I'm sorry, we went Star Trek for a minute, but yes, we got another Star Trek video coming soon. But yeah, man, this is some bullshit. Put your left leg in and put your left leg out. Talking. Comply, Fonto. Enough is never enough. I forgot what rule of acquisition that is.
A stock price decrease or an increase on that end as well, which is why it was 56.5%. You still wanted to have some form of control, and you sold all those shares the third day into the entire debacle. With all the
sold on the third day.
We like it. 3% increase, baby, on that stock price. Wild how this in fact works. This entire thing was planned for months. I say even years of PlayStation wanting to do this and remove physical games from you so they can inflate their stock and then they can sell it on their own and become multi-millionaires, leaving you completely out to dry with all you want $80 to $100 on a video game.
That's ridiculous.
Insane. But the thing is, it's not just about insider trading or insane tweets. This video is about how PlayStation is facing all the backlash that they could ever in fact want. And it started yesterday. Because according to Games Radar on Twitter saying this, it feels like PlayStation underestimated the backlash to ending physical games. The new posts have been bombarded. And baby, let me tell you, people have been waiting for PlayStation to make one simple tweet, to come out of the woodwork and actually say something in public. And if it wasn't going to be a retraction, well, they were going to be known exactly how so many people in fact feel. And literally, that's exactly what happened on this space. Watching PlayStation go ahead and pull off what every content creator does whenever they basically just go dark for a couple of days and hope everything blows over and other bad news capitalizes in that space.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Worry.
Don't go dark.
I saw what you did there, PlayStation.
Going dark until shit blow over. No, motherfucker. Like, I hate when people do that. It's like, all right, let me go dark before the shit blow over. Bitch, it haven't blown over because you haven't really fully apologized for the situation. Son of a bitch. It's like, you know, like, we still got to address this. Bitch, don't disappear. We still got to address this fucking situation. The shit, like, if that's the case, disappear forever then. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, but people is a trip. Because if I disappear, like, I'm disappearing a hot fucking minute. Probably forever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, instead of just coming out, he could have just stayed the fuck away. Like, they're already going along with the agenda. So, like, him coming out saying fuck you, he should stay away because, like, that's still a fuck you. Salute, Jordan. What up, though? God damn, this controller sucks.
We all did. Is exactly what they tried to pull. It turns out, though, PlayStation's up was way too big. In fact, it was so big, not even Xbox. With the article from Games Radar saying this, on July 1st, Sony announced the impending end of both physical PlayStation games, and in a demonstration of just one risk of a digital-only future, the shutdown of the PS3 and PS Vita storefronts. First social media post since this 1-2 bombshell, PlayStation discusses its Fight Stick controller. The 10,000 Twitter replies on this post has received in 30 minutes are not about the Fight Stick controller. Increasingly, it appears that, just as PlayStation was previously bullied out of closing the PS3 and Vita stores in 2021, Sony has underestimated the scope and intensity of backlash resulting from its decision to end support for physical games. The responses to PlayStation's Fight Stick posts are exactly what you'd expect. A litany of demands for discs, interspersed with bizarre memes, riffs on PlayStation's tagline, play has limits and greed has no limits, and so on, and the general sharpening of pitchforks. My favorite reply is probably the shot of noted anti-corporal hero Cloud of Final Fantasy VII, sizing up Sony's headquarters. The award for best quote tweet goes to Scott Wozniak. All right, you know what? It can't be that bad, right? It's been 6 days since PlayStation posted. I'm sure it's not going to be an absolute trash fire, disaster, dumpster fire that we're all seeing from Games Radar's article. Oh, it actually is worse.
Yeah, worse.
It's literally worse than what we're seeing right now. Holy Christ. We're looking at over 17 million views on this post right now on a fight stick, mind you. A 56,000 set of replies and only 9.5k likes. I'm going to be honest, boys, at PlayStation, I don't care how many times you guys bought your accounts and your likes, it's not going to work. The fact that anybody even liked this tweet at all really goes to show you guys are in fact outnumbered, outplayed, and outgunned. And I'll be real honest, this fight stick video is not going to be exactly what you want people to in fact see. Yes, here is a physical product that you definitely want to buy from us while we go ahead and remove the physical games that we're trying to sell you at the same time. Awesome. Great. Like nobody thought this was a bad idea at all whatsoever. Are you kidding me? But you know what? It doesn't end there for PlayStation. No. Let's take a look at the replies and see what's going on. With Domino's Pizza UK replying and ratioing PlayStation saying, did someone order digital pizza? With Nick Tech on Twitter also replying to PlayStation, ratioing them and saying, Sony, there's something you should address. With a picture of an elephant in the room saying, address me. Here's Generation Game XP saying this.
That motherfucker sent the picture of an elephant in the room saying, address me. That's hilarious. Now they know about the Japan's economy. Yeah. My Japan's economy already on pins and needles. It may indeed be a warp for Sony, aka the ones who put CDs on the map. The irony. And another thing Japan got going on is we over here in the West is still attacking their anime companies, still attacking their manga companies. And another thing is Japan also got to motherfucking defend Taiwan from fucking China. Because China trying to fucking take Taiwan. And Japan and Taiwan got negotiations on the diplomatic shit, and they do things, and China like, fuck both of y'all. Taiwan is mine type shit. So they got a lot on their plate, a lot on their fucking plate. And mind you, Japan has been rebuilding itself since we bombed them twice. Twice. Yeah. We're fucked. In the words of the Terror Tales, fucked. All facts.
They tweeted, get him. Also ratioing PlayStation as well with 56,000 likes. And J Chip also saying, we want to own our games. 52,000 likes as well. Also ratioing PlayStation. What an absolute show and trash fire that we're seeing right now. Clearly we're watching as a company and corporation like PlayStation is caught doing insider trading, allegedly, is also going around and doing an entire social media blackout for almost an entire week, thereby actually waiting, hoping and wishing the Xbox layoffs would be hot enough to stop PlayStation from getting any sort of pushback about the decision a week ago. Think about that for a second. PlayStation literally planned all of this. All the rumors are going around about Xbox having those layoffs, and everybody was pointing to Monday. And what happened? PlayStation waited until Tuesday, after all the layoffs went through, after all the operations, for example.
Oh, shit.
Go look at this. Because according to PlayStation Lifestyle on Twitter, PlayStation Plus offers rare
holy shit, goddamn.
Literally planned.
Damn, I remember thinking hit the shit, and I'm motherfucking working on some shit. I don't even know where the fuck I'm at. Hold on.
10,000 Twitter replies post has received in 30 minutes are not about the fight stick controller. Increasingly, it appears that just as PlayStation was previously bullied out of closing the PS3 and Vita stores in 2021, Sony has underestimated the scope and intensity of backlash resulting in responses to PlayStation's fight stick posts are exactly what you'd expect.
I think I passed with shit.
$80 to $100 on. $80 to $100 on the video game.
Where was I at?
On the video game. Absolutely insane. But the thing is, it's not just about insider trading or insane tweets. This video is about how PlayStation is facing all the backlash that they could ever in fact
There's too much in my mind right now. I'm sorry.
Yesterday. Because according to Games Radar
and
on
I'm
Twitter
multitasking,
this,
I'm fixing
it feels
something
like
right
PlayStation underestimated the backlash to ending physical games. The new posts have been bombarded. And baby, let me tell you, people have been waiting for PlayStation to make one simple tweet, to come out of the woodwork and actually say something in public.
I hope everything playing clear.
Well, they were going to be known exactly how so many people in fact feel. And literally, that's exactly what happened on this space. Watching PlayStation go ahead and pull off what couple of days and hope everything blows over, and other bad news capitalizes.
There we go.
That space.
Right here.
Don't worry. I saw what you did there, PlayStation. We all did. It's exactly what they tried to pull. It turns out, though, PlayStation's up was way too big. In fact, it was so big that even Xbox's screw-up on risk of a troller. The 10,000 Twitter replies on this post has received in 30 minutes are not about the fight stick controller. Increasingly, it appears that, just as PlayStation was previously bullied out of closing the PS3 and Vita stores in 2021, Sony has underestimated the scope and resulting from its decision to end support for physical games. The responses to PlayStation's Fight Stick posts are exactly what you'd expect. A litany of demands for discs, interspersed with bizarre memes, riffs on PlayStation's taglines, play has limits and greed has no limits, and so on, and the general sharpening of pitchforks. My favorite reply is probably the shot of noted anti-corporal hero Cloud of Final Fantasy VII, sizing up Sony's headquarters. The award for best quote tweet goes to Scott Wozniak. All right, you know what? It can't be that bad, right? It's been 6 days since PlayStation posted. I'm sure it's not going to be an absolute trash fire, disaster, dumpster fire that we're all seeing from Games Radar's article. Oh, it actually is worse.
Yeah, worse.
It's literally worse than what we're seeing right now. Holy Christ. We're looking at over 17 million views on this post right now about a fight stick, mind you. A 56,000 set of replies and only 9.5K likes. I'm going to be honest.
I'm fixing something. I'm smoking, trying to pay attention to the chat. Yes, and plus also I have to give my dialogue. So yes, I am doing 4 things at once.
Is it PlayStation? I don't care how many times you guys.
Fuck it, let's make it 5. Okay, corresponding, and I gotta give my shouts out to my lovely. And shouts out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Jordan in the groove, Eyes Wide Shut, Soul Brother, Low Key, Mark, and who else was here? Jay Dooley already. Shout out to everybody.
The fact that anybody even liked this tweet at all really goes to show you guys are in fact outnumbered, outplayed,
and outgunned. Yes, he said it. Yes, I was so happy about that. Yeah. That's what I remember. But I got good news. I fixed one of my controllers. But the main analog stick I do need, it worked. It worked perfectly. I was like, all right. I turned on my PS2. Damn, not my PS2. Goddamn. That's him. Dead or Alive 6. I gotta clean. Is in and out a little? God damn it! Right when I say something about the shit. It's not in the air today because you would have heard it. You know, because on some of the lives y'all can hear it, but because I talked about it, I'm like, it's the same helicopter, same sound, same frequency, and it irritates the hell out of me. Irritates the fucking hell out of me. Like real shit. All black, nothing on it. It's like straight military grade shit. You know, and it's flying around in circles. But yeah, I played the Dead or Alive, and I picked Marie Rose, baby. I need to sharpen up on my skills, but it was fun. It was fun. It was fun. I gotta test out this shit. I got a feeling this shit ain't gonna work. You got a weird feeling this shit ain't gonna work. But it's cool to have other broken controllers so you can be able to put shit together. Nope. This bitch done. This bitch ain't working. It still got a stick drift. And the analog don't work. Meaning my D-pad has a fucked up drift. Oh yeah, this controller done. But the good thing I got it, because if I ever come to some bullshit, I could be able to take some shit apart. I'll be able to take shit apart and put some shit together. So buy another one. I gotta buy another one. Because when my homeboy Rayman come over, you know, like we gotta put your lifestyle. Why do I want to be turning? Let me go down. There we go. Okay, cool. Keep this bitch off forever. This bitch is done. But yeah, baby, I was playing with Ree Rose.
And I'll be real honest, posting a fight stick video is not going to be exactly what you want people to in fact see. Yes, here is a physical product that you definitely want to buy from us while we go ahead and remove the physical games that we're trying to sell you. I thought this was a bad idea at all. No. Let's take a look at the replies. With Domino's Pizza UK replying and ratioing PlayStation, saying, did someone order digital pizza? With Nick Tech on Twitter also replying to PlayStation, ratioing them and saying, Sony, there's something you should address. With a picture of an elephant in the room saying, address me. Here's Generation Game XP saying this. Adam also ratioing PlayStation as well with 56,000 likes. And Jay Chip also saying, we want to own our games. 52,000 likes as well. Also,
I heard about a flea market and grabbed me a control. Hop on a Plymouth. Basically, like real shit, like you gotta have a car. But me, you know, I didn't give a fuck about no car. I was like, shit, nigga, I hop on a bus. I hop on 2 buses. All I gotta do is make sure like I leave out 2 hours early. That's all I fucking do, or 2.5 hours early. You know, 2.5 hours early. You know, it's glitching. Shit. Yep. Yep, they're going way up. Let me know if y'all hear me. Y'all hear me now? Let me know if y'all hear this.
So, ratioing PlayStation. What an absolute show and trash fire that we're seeing right now. Clearly we're watching as a company and corporation like PlayStation is caught doing insider trading, allegedly. Is also going around and doing an entire social media blackout for almost an entire week. Thereby actually waiting, hoping and wishing the Xbox love to stop PlayStation from getting any sort of pushback about this.
My bad for going back. I remember thinking hit the button. I don't remember where I was at.
Literally planned all of this. All the rumors are going around about Xbox having those layoffs, and everybody was pointing to Monday. And what happened? PlayStation waited until Tuesday after all the information happened, and they thought today would be the day that they could finally post something on Twitter. Well, you guess what? Removing actual ownership of games from people is way worse than a couple of layoffs happening at Xbox when nobody even closes studio down. Are not out of the woods yet, because even on your next tweet, things got even worse. Here's PlayStation talking about the PlayStation Plus monthly games for July being available today. King 2 and Code. Now look, I'm sure it's not going to be that bad, right? I'm sure this post isn't going to get noted, ratioed, and also, oh, it did. No, it really did, and I think it's actually worse than the one we saw previously. Let's see what happened. The community note actually reads like this. Proposed content are still being gathered. Digital purchases are not ownership. Sony can revoke access. This raises concerns about long-term ownership, game preservation, resale, lending, and reliance on servers/stores. The software is licensed to reply 1.9 million views on this post from PlayStation. And you know what I just thought about right now recently with PlayStation's first post about the fight stick? Why would they even do that in the first place? All it's going to do is remind people that Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls isn't going to be available in 132 countries because PlayStation is now re-adding the PSN requirement back onto PC gaming and even Steam. So why would you remove physical games from actual purchase in 2028 from all these people gamers, and then turn around, wait 6 days, hope Xbox fails even more spectacularly than you did, and then turn around and post a fighting stick of a video game that you're now going to require an online registration to even play in the first place, and then say, guys, everything is good. We're all here for video games, am I right? That's how things are gonna be. Literally, are you fucking insane, PlayStation? You're gonna go from one bad piece of news into another reminder of another bad piece of news? How are you even functioning right now?
Exactly.
Who's even running your accounts? And who thought this would be, in fact, good at all? And then to make matters just a few hours later is about canceling right now because you guys are removing physical games from everyone's ownership in the next couple of years? Are you guys crazy? You know what? No, I don't think they're crazy. PlayStation subscriptions to select users who are canceling their membership. Well, this is a from what we've gathered, all subs are only up to 25% off, though there are reports of 33% discounts as well. The common theme here is players canceling their subscriptions and being offered a discount to rejoin.
Yeah.
You boys are scared.
They like, hey yo, we know you're fucked up, but we gonna give you a 50% discount on this shit. Everything retro digital get more people now. Yep. People want good entertainment, and back in the day, we had great entertainment. There was 2-bit games that was great. You feel me? Zelda. I'm playing Zelda on Game Boy, Oracle of Seasons, Ocarina of Time, Mask of Majora. Like it's like we had games with great storyline. Fuck the graphic fidelity. I don't even know when people start caring about graphics. That's the shit pissed me off. When people start caring about graphics, 2-bit Mario, 2-bit motherfucking Contra, 2-bit motherfucking Thundercade, 2-bit. We played a lot of shit on the 2B level, and the only games that stood out with story was games that we really never really truly played unless we motherfucking and got a hold to it and really start reading. Most of the time, we were just playing 2-bit games that was fun. The only game that was real serious when it came to 2-bit games was Metal Gear. The original Metal Gear. The original. You feel me? The only game with the best storyline and dialogue from 2-bit to 3D. Final Fantasy. 2-bit, great storyline. 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the old systems. Final Fantasy, my favorite franchise. Best storyline and dialogue. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be into that. But when we got to Sega, with the 3D polygon, Sega, Nintendo 64, and PlayStation. PlayStation stole the show. We had a fucking disc. What was real cold about PlayStation was this, bars. You throw in your music CDs in that bitch and play your fucking music. I was like, oh, shit. I was happy like a motherfucker playing my CDs. 1990 motherfucking 5, 96, either 95, 96. But Sega had Sega Saturn, Sega Genesis. Nintendo had the 64, and when we grabbed the 64, what did he do? Man, we bought GoldenEye, we bought Turok 1 and 2, we bought Perfect Dark with the redhead goddess Joanna Dark with the all-black bodysuit fucking motherfuckers up. And plus, don't get on Castlevania, we go back to 2-bit. 2-bit up to when it came to the 64. You know, Castlevania was the shit. Playing with Richter, then when it gets to the PlayStation, it's still 2-bit, but even though it's on a system where it could be polygon 3D, they was like, no, we're gonna stick with the script. They came out with Castlevania Symphony of Night. You playing as the son of Dracula, Alucard? I was like, oh, look at the drip. Look at the drip on this motherfucker. Dark Metamorphosis. I used to love that motherfucking move. You can turn it to the back and get through the fucking Dracula's castle. Man. GoldenEye. We played GoldenEye way before Call of Duty. Before Call of Duty, we had GoldenEye. As a matter of fact, before Call of Duty, we had Halo. And But what Xbox did was this. They was like, look, we're going to have those graphics, but we're going to make them sweat. We're going to make them get bruised. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, oh, shit. So when I bought SmackDown 2007 for the PlayStation 2, when that bitch came to the Xbox, the whole shit just like looked different, looked more realistic. But let me tell you something. There is still games that we can play on these old systems that still can stand the test of time. Oh shit, it was fucking up. Okay, cool. I gotta be good now. But yeah, we had for the PlayStation 1, Metal Gear, Final Fantasy, and Soul Reaver. Soul Reaver is the best storyline when it comes to gaming of all time. No game in history has ever beat the dialogue of the Legacy of Kain series, Blood Omen 2, Soul Reaver 2, and Legacy of Kain Defiance. The greatest dialogue ever. You know, but I'm sorry, I know we talked about games, but like we got to go back to where I think that people start caring about graphics. I think it was around the time the PS, because I really started hearing about it. I really started hearing about it today. Like, oh my god, these graphics are realistic. But and then later we cared about having fun. It's like they looking at a game like if it don't look good, it ain't gonna be fun. Fuck that. Like I said, I would play a 2-bit game right now and be immersed in that shit.
Their entire library is with us. Place to play our PlayStation greatness is going to be here on our $900 PS5 Pro or our $700 PS5. They're going to have to pay us wired to keep all quitting. Oh wait, they're all leaving. Oh wait, they're canceling. Ah, that's not good.
Give them half off on a coupon.
And the monthly active user pocketbook is exactly what they don't want to see. They bet more money on you being a recurring to the price of PS.
Yeah, why's my shit still glitching? I turned the phone off and everything. I turned the phone off, let the shit cool off. You know, it's like, god damn. Let the video play.
That's exactly what they're trying to avoid, which is why they are in fact incredibly terrified of the entire thing, giving you 50% discounts, hoping to keep you around and you stay a digital customer on their platform. That's why they do it. They're not doing it to be nice to you or to be kind or to say, oh, we're so...
What the fuck?
We're going to fix the entire internet by forcing...
waiting. Patient 12-month subs are only up to 25% off, though there are reports of 33% discounts as well. The common theme here is players canceling their subscriptions and being offered a discount to rejoin. Oh, you boys are scared now, huh? First it was, well, they'll keep coming back. They'll always come back. Their entire library is with us. Where else are they gonna go? We pulled our games off of PC. We're not putting any more games on the Xbox. The only place to play our PlayStation greatness is gonna be here on our $900 PS5 Pro or our $700 PS5. They're gonna have to pay us while we jack up the prices of all our online services, remove any physical ownership from them. That way they're required to keep giving us their money. Haha, see? Foolproof plan. Oh, wait, they're all quitting? Oh, wait, they're all leaving? Oh, wait, they're canceling? Ah, that's not good.
Give them half off on a coupon.
And clearly, it's not good for them. Because I honestly believe hitting PlayStation in the monthly active user pocketbook is exactly what they don't want to see. They bet more money on you being a recurring sub every single month than buying a video game. Why do you think they keep increasing the price of PSN every single month?
Fuck YouTube. Fuck YouTube. Fuck it. Fuck YouTube. Dick sucking ass motherfucking pussy ass waka flocka flaming fucking shit talking pataks. Fucking patak. All of them. Sorry, Vonta.
You stay a customer on their platform. That's That's why they do it. They're not doing it to be nice to you or to be kind or to say, oh, we're sorry for taking away your physical games. We're just going to give you a discount instead for your actual 3-month service. No, they want to keep you around because they know once you've already spent money, you'll feel like a sunk cost fallacy actual kind of person and keep dumping more money into PlayStation because clearly they're swimming up the creek without a paddle. But it gets worse. I kid you not. It actually gets worse. And this, if true, is where the fun really begins. Because according to Hazard Gaming on Twitter, PlayStation killed discs without telling publishers or business partners, says executive at major triple.
And that's the shit right there that fuck people up. Like, oh shit, y'all ain't tell motherfuckers y'all was about to do this? Oh, hell no.
For real.
And for the girls, gonna be like the girl off of Girlfriend. She like, oh, hell no. We gonna be like, oh, hell no. Hell no. You gonna say it like Chris.
Hell no.
A publisher. Despite our secretly close working relationship with PlayStation, we weren't informed that this was happening. Now, I want to be real. I've never heard
informed that this was happening. Let me tell you something. And for those that don't know about the World Economic Forum or the WEF, that's what they call the World Economic Forum, they're saying you will own nothing and be happy. Larry Fink, owner of BlackRock, said we're going to force behaviors. Other people like Collective Shout and Ofcom, we will make your lives a living hell if you don't comply. Visa, MasterCard, fucking with manga video game creators and manga artists, telling them to stop making adult content. They're trying to control what we say, what we do, even what we fucking think. You will own nothing and be happy. Everybody is falling in line. Have y'all noticed this? See, the World Economic Forum is higher than your fucking president. Higher than everybody's president, dictator, prime minister. Because it seems like whenever they say something, shit gets done. Through presidents, prime ministers, dictators, corporations, bankers. They got to put the shit in. So the WEF can kick back and hide it. I'm going to kill every last one of you fucking billionaires at the WEF. No, allegedly. When I get a chance to even get a trip to Switzerland, I'm going to fucking kill you evil fucks. And I'm going to turn your plane for scrap. I'm going to keep 2 of them though. And I'm blowing turn. Now come and get me.
This website before. This is the first time I've seen them, and what I've read online, they seem to be more about like an enthusiast blog rather than an actual credible journalist website. However, that doesn't mean that whenever there's smoke, there isn't fire. We saw exactly what happened with the PS app icon on everybody's phone. It turns out Rockstar may have not been very happy with the entire news of the way PlayStation handled going all digital. And it seems like that may have been the case ever since the PS app on your phones no longer looks like the Rockstar GTA 6 logo. Kind of weird when you think about it. But you know what? Let's see what actually went down in this article and find out how PlayStation screwed the entire gaming industry. With the article saying this, sources familiar with the company's plans, speaking to me on condition of anonymity, fearing retribution, have stated that PlayStation's decision was a unilateral one. Publishers weren't kept in the loop, and neither were its business partners. Sources say that the secrecy extended to keeping regional offices out of the loop as well, so much so that PlayStation's India operations, for example, were negotiating deals with local distributions and retailers to invest in and set up exclusive PlayStation brick-and-mortar stores with an eye of having 100 of these in India by 2028. While we are yet to see any public backlash from publishers, conversations with the console giant in private have been frosty. Those privy to such communications claim an attitude of condescension, with PlayStation going as far as to telling them to, quote, take it or leave it, though I won't be surprised to see the company tone down the arrogance when it inevitably breaks its nearly week-long silence on social media. I reached out to PlayStation for a comment and received none at the time of publishing this. Brother, if this is true, and PlayStation didn't tell anybody, as everyone was trying to go around and make deals, setting up brick and mortars, or making plans for discs, and not even telling any other publisher or developer, this is a bigger issue than we could possibly ever imagine. This goes beyond just actual ownership. This goes into direct, actual market control of the literal gaming industry. PlayStation believing they are the one and only thing available for people to in fact game on. Just because they sold 90 million consoles, they feel like they are the de facto place to play video games, removing their titles from PC, removing their games from every other platform, going around and increasing prices consistently. Yet here we are watching them do the worst possible thing you could ever imagine, doing everything else, removing actual ownership from you as a player and consumer. One of the craziest things I've ever seen any company do. This honestly feels like an Xbox move, if you ask me, because you know they love stepping on rakes. But PlayStation doing this is insane and honestly absurd. Giving people take it or leave it, not telling publishers, possible and alleged insider trading, and then waiting 6 days to watch Xbox try and make a fool out of themselves, to not do that, and actually have Asha Sharma make one of the best posts I've seen online in quite some time about video games or the industry itself, and then watch PlayStation try to use that as a shield to cover themselves from the criticism of literally destroying the entire gaming industry. Actually absurd behavior across the board from this business overall, this industry, this hobby, and this company. The most ridiculous and insane behavior and massive amounts of greed that I've ever seen. Period. Hands down, point blank. Anybody who's still trying to defend PlayStation, look, you've got it, baby. That GOG 9000 has got to be working overtime right now. If you're thinking about leaving that platform, my suggestion would be go where your friends are. Go where they're playing games on. Or go where you are, in fact, respected as a user and consumer. Because shit, man, I thought Nintendo was anti-consumer. PlayStation, you won it this year, baby. Hell, you probably won it this entire decade, if you ask me. And personally, I think it's going to get worse before it in fact even gets close to getting better. With the AI crisis happening, the RAM crisis occurring everywhere, people being unable to in fact pay their own bills, and these massive gaming companies who know that they're the only place where people can in fact enjoy themselves after an insane soul-crushing day in the wage cage, trying to gouge you, screw you, and put you over a barrel every opportunity is insane to me. Literally, PlayStation being the most anti-consumer company I have practically ever seen. Just remember, boys, you did it to yourselves.
Yep.
And trying to blame the user and consumer is not going to go well at all. It doesn't matter how convenient you make it. Once you remove ownership from the person who paid that money, it's over. You're going to have a hard time. But as always, I want to know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below.
Got one more.
Do you think PlayStation is 4.7 billion?
What's this?
We're going to fix the entire internet by forcing every website to check your ID at the digital door.
This is the
and
last
the only
video.
thing they actually accomplished was accidentally funding a massive, shady underground economy of privacy workarounds. Like, they genuinely stood at podiums, patted themselves on the back, and promised that uploading your literal driver's license to random servers was going to keep everyone safe, completely ignoring the fact that human beings have been bypassing age restrictions since the invention of
yeah, I gotta make this the last video because I know it's like 9 o'clock over there in the UK, and I know you gotta eat. You know, unless you want me to end it now and you can eat. But you know, I'm trying to care. But I wish I was home earlier, but I had to do a whole bunch of shit. I had to try to fix this controller. I had to try to get some rest. Man, there's a lot on my fucking plate this fucking month, man. Real fucking shit. And what makes me mad about it, I'm not even getting paid for most of the shit I'm fucking doing. That's the shit that pissed me off. But like, it's a shit that needs to get done, though. It needs to get done. Not like I want to do it. Shit needs to get done. And plus I'm testing myself, see if I can try to fix the controller. So far, so good. But you know, I'm gonna give myself 89% of progress. Should still play. It's just one analog stick that don't work. It's all good. I still be able to do what I can do. But at the same time, there's some other shit I gotta do. And plus also got to take my sister to go get her stamps on because they changing up how the stamps gonna be. It is different now. I gotta pick a day to do that. My sister not here. She stayed out last night, like with her friends. So I was like, okay, cool. But I need my sister to sit still one day, sometime this week. Probably next Tuesday, because I could work all this fucking week up to Sunday. Ain't gonna be no Detroit After Dark tonight, all the way up until Friday. It's gonna be late shifts up to Friday. I think no shit. It's up to Saturday. I think Sunday the only day I got I think Sunday is the only day I got a 6. I'm not really sure. Remember, but like they change shit up every time. Yeah, I'm trying, Vonta. I'm really trying. But I'm doing this shit alone. I got no help, and plus time is not on my side. So like, sometimes I gotta get out early. Sometimes I gotta, it's a motherfucker over here, man. I'm ready to get the fuck on. I'm ready to leave. I don't got enough money. But yet, if I do some dark shit to get it, I could get done faster. But I'm not trying to put myself through that. But this shit on my fucking nerves. But anyway, let's go.
Drop-down menu. But instead of just teenagers clicking a button to lie about their birthday, these new laws basically created a multi-million-dollar black market for digital workarounds overnight. We are talking about a completely unhinged ecosystem where supposedly protective legislation just forced everyone to figure out how to spoof their identity, mask their location, or hand over their data to sketchy offshore bypass tools just to read an article or watch a video. It is the ultimate backfire mechanism. The politicians literally tried to put a velvet rope in front of the entire internet. And in response, an entire industry of digital lockpicks was born to specifically dismantle it. And the wildest part is that nobody in charge seems to realize that by trying to build a walled garden, they just taught an entire generation of internet users how to become amateur cybersecurity hackers just to access basic websites. They sold this entire concept as a foolproof way to make the web safer.
I'm afraid if I don't go live or I leave this bitch, I'm not coming back. I know you keeping me here, Vonta. Thank you for that. But I'm afraid if I do not go live, I will not come back. At least got to do it at least once. At least once or twice, or you drop a song. But like, you're the only reason why I'm here, Vonta. You're the only reason why I'm here. You're the only reason why I'm here. Because I'm afraid of leaving. I'm afraid of, and plus, like, real shit, if I do be gone, shit, tell her who might come out the woodwork and talk to you, be like, yeah, are you single? You with somebody and all this shit? They waiting for me to slip. I noticed that shit. I see it out there. They waiting for me to fall. And I can't even show that I'm showing any weakness at all. But shit, me just saying how I feel is I guess it shows weakness to other motherfucker people that don't understand what weakness truly is. But real weakness is real true weakness. It's a state of mind. It's on that, if you think you are type shit. So I'm be like, I gotta stay strong, gotta stay cool, calm and collected, gotta stay righteous, gotta stay angry, gotta stay this. It's just like, I just want fucking peace. I'm tired of this fucking struggle shit. I'm tired. And I know how to end it. Kill all these evil motherfuckers that's putting us through this bullshit. Fuck the corporations, fuck this whole fucking system. Let's go back to nature. Let's go back to the barter system. But I digress.
But the reality is they just incentivized a massive data harvesting free-for-all where everyone is looking for the fastest way to game the system without getting caught. The immediate and most hilarious consequence of this entire digital ID mandate was
if I do leave YouTube, Vonta, if anybody comes and ask about, like, are you single? Are you still going with Hurricane? How's everything going? Tell those motherfuckers everything is cool. We still together, and fuck you. Real shit. Because motherfuckers waiting for me to disappear. You already got one motherfucker that was talking about me behind my back. Shout, let me know who that was. But there's still two more people out there talking shit about me behind my back, plotting against me. So at the end of the day, my oracle was right. But like, if I could have any, like, other two people, it'll probably be my cousin and my brother. But like, that's in reality right next to me. That's here. But you talking about online. Got one. And I'll let you know who it is, Vonta. You know, like whenever you're ready to find out the situation. But there's 2 more motherfuckers out there. And the cool thing about it is, all I gotta do is just kick back and relax. Because the shit just dropped out the sky. People think they can hide. Nope, you can't hide. Because people know my character. They like, yo, dog, you gotta hear this. The such and such, such and such, such and such. Yeah, working relationship does take it out of everyone. Yeah. Right. It does. It fucking does. As much as I love the shift, but it does. I love the shift so much I don't pay attention to the energy that's being drained. That's the crazy part. That's the crazy part. Damn. I need something to drink. Ginger ale. And water. Good and cold. Sweet. Well, let's get back to it.
Unprecedented explosion of VPN downloads the absolute second these laws actually went into effect. Like, we saw states pass these strict verification mandates on a Tuesday, and by Wednesday morning, completely random virtual private network apps were skyrocketing to the very top of the App Store charts, beating out stuff like Instagram and TikTok. People who previously didn't even know what an IP address was were suddenly routing their evening web traffic through servers in Romania just to bypass a state-mandated ID checkpoint. It is genuinely so funny to look at the data because the lawmakers thought they were building an impenetrable fortress, but they actually just created the greatest free marketing campaign in the history of VPN companies. And here is where the safety argument completely falls apart and the irony gets incredibly thick. Instead of users staying on regulated, somewhat monitored domestic platforms, they are now just downloading free VPNs, oftentimes incredibly sketchy VPNs that are notorious for harvesting and selling.
That's the crazy shit. And here's something that I have noticed. And tell me yes or no in the comments if y'all noticed this too. Whenever something goes on in the world, whether it's economically, financially, or conspiratorial, and we, the real truthers, start talking about it, have y'all noticed that there be a fucking YouTube ad come up discussing what the fuck we talked about? Yeah, we know the government is doing this and that, but join this stimulus plan. We know the economy fucked up, but fuck with this. Oh yeah, we know they're trying to take your privacy. You know the government is fucking with your privacy. Join this. Have y'all noticed that shit? They're trying to control the narrative. And going back to what this guy said, some of these VPNs are shady. And it goes back to the question of my first question of the VPN. You're giving a person a VPN to protect you, but who's watching them? Because at the end of the day, only thing the government got to do is be like, bitch, give me the information, because this is matters of national security. And if you don't, VPN could get locked up or fined for interfering in the investigation that goes against national security. Who watches the fucking watchers? Much love, Vonta.
User data.
Salute
so
everybody.
In the grand name of protecting consumer privacy and keeping people safe online, the government essentially forced millions of casual internet users to voluntarily route all of their personal web traffic through unverified third-party servers run by completely anonymous developers who are legally bound to absolutely nothing. People are quite literally handing over their entire browsing history, their passwords, and their private communications to shady offshore data brokers just so they don't have to upload a picture of their ID, which sort of defeats the quote-unquote safety aspects of these laws. But the bypass economy didn't just stop at location spoofing, because an entirely new, incredibly sketchy industry of third-party age verification tools suddenly popped up out of nowhere to profit off the chaos. These are the companies that basically pitch themselves as the middleman, promising websites that they will handle the messy legal stuff by verifying your ID so the website doesn't have to. But the problem is that nobody actually bothered to check who is checking
You already
checkers.
know.
You have
Exactly.
these
Always
completely
ask that question.
random,
Who's watching the
virtually
watches?
unregulated tech startups suddenly hoarding millions of highly sensitive government documents, selfies, and biometric face scans from everyday people who just want to access a social media platform. And the absolute crazy part is that a lot of these pop-up verification companies have some of the worst cybersecurity possible. They are basically massive, glowing digital honeypots just waiting to be cracked open by bad actors. We are already seeing reports of researchers easily looking under the hood of these supposed privacy-first tools and finding out that they are quietly piggybacking on your data, sharing your device hardware specs, and logging your specific browsing habits to sell to advertisers. So the legislation that was specific.
I'm looking at my hold on. I gotta pause this. I'll go up. I'm looking at my PlayStation 4, right? Because you know you can make your own wallpaper. I got a wallpaper of a redhead riding the fuck out of me on the boat. Titties out and everything. Redhead. I was playing the Witcher 3. To get back to it. Complete edition, baby. With the DLC. I forgot this girl's name. But we was on a mission and we was on a boat going towards an island. And she rode me like it was no tomorrow. I was like, click, screenshot, this going on the wallpaper. I got her, Triss, and Yennefer. And I always switch up every time. You know, I'm just look, I'm like, I ain't looked at shit in a long time. It's been goddamn, what's the last time I played my PS4? But yeah, beautiful red-haired goddess. What is her fucking name? It's not Triss. It was another redhead. I think her name was Vienna or some shit. No, not Vienna. There's another chick. I forgot. But we was going on a mission to stop some shit.
Specifically written to stop unauthorized data collection, ended up forcing users to explicitly hand over their most tangible biological and legal.
Hey yo, did y'all hear that song by the motherfucking funny ass that parody shit? What's his name? What's his name? Something motherfucking Eisenberg or some shit. He got a group. They got a song called "I Just Had Sex." Glitch that bitch, you fucking potok. Fuck. But yeah, it's a group called I forgot the name of the group. And then I don't even know why I got sidetracked. Oh yeah, I'm looking at this bitch titties.
Information to the lowest bidder in the tech sector. It is a total privacy nightmare wrapped in the illusion of compliance, where the cure is actively proving to be so much more toxic than the original disease, turning your driver's license into a tradable commodity on the back end of a system you never even wanted to be a part of.
Do you want to watch anime for free on your phone? Let me guide you step by step. This app allows you to watch over 100,000 anime anytime, anywhere.
Brokers weren't bad enough. This entire situation was a commodity on the back end of a system you never even wanted to be a part of. As if the VPNs and sketchy data brokers weren't bad enough, this entire situation naturally resulted in the most predictable consequence of all, which is the absolute golden age of the digital fake ID market. Like back in the day, getting a fake ID meant, I don't know, finding some dude in your college dorm who said they got you and hoping the bouncer didn't look too closely at the terrible hologram. But the modern bypass economy is completely digital, completely automated, and terrifyingly efficient. The second these websites started requiring actual photo evidence of a driver's license, anonymous forums and Telegram groups absolutely exploded. AI-generated ID templates, synthetic identities, and deep fake face generators designed specifically to trick these automated verification systems. We are talking about literal teenagers using completely free artificial intelligence tools to generate hyper-realistic state IDs that sail right through the weaker, upload-only verification checkpoints, the ones that just want a photo with no live face check to catch them. The system was designed to stop kids, but it actually just motivated them to master synthetic media and digital forgery on a level that is genuinely blowing the minds of cybersecurity experts. And the really scary part is that these same AI forgery tools were already tearing through the financial world long before any of this. The exact kind of synthetic identities people generate to beat age gates are the ones already used to open fraudulent bank accounts and dodge crypto regulations, which is just insane to think about. Today, though, what the laws actually did was pour millions of ordinary people into that same...
I'm looking at Marie Rose right now, and I forgot. You can customize their costumes. I know I'm doing a sidebar. I don't give a fuck. I made sure I already had glasses on some of the costumes. I was like, oh shit, hey Vonta. Looking at all the costumes I got you. See it. I'm a bad motherfucker. I ain't know I unlocked this. We got the maid, got the naughty schoolgirl. Oh shit, got the cyberpunk look. Got the golden dress, say 20. Woo! Oh yeah. Oh no, those locked. Those ain't my custom. I gotta go over here. All right, yeah, I got 8 of her custom fits. Hell, fuck yeah. Sorry about that, my bad.
Ecosystem, handing a mature fraud industry a flood of fresh demand and teaching a whole generation to fake who they are just to get online. When you step back and look at the sheer scale of the bypass economy that has been built over the last year, the grand
I know that had to be funny as hell on your end, Vonta. That had to be some funny shit.
Of this entire situation becomes impossible to ignore. Lawmakers took a complex, highly nuanced internet safety issue and tried to solve it with the absolute bluntest instrument imaginable, fundamentally misunderstanding how the internet and human nature actually work. They treated the web like a physical building with a front door, completely forgetting that it actually has like a billion different windows. The push for age verification didn't make the internet a safer place. It just made it a vastly more complicated, heavily surveilled, and significantly more dangerous environment where your most private information is the ultimate currency. We traded a system where people just lied on a drop-down menu for a system where people are actively downloading malware, routing their traffic through sketchy international servers, and generating deep fake legal documents just to maintain a shred of digital anonymity. The people who suffer the most are the everyday who follow the rules and willingly hand their passports over to unsecured third-party databases, while the people the law was actually trying to stop are just clicking past the barricades using tools they found on a Reddit thread. It is a textbook example of a catastrophic policy backfire, proving once again that whenever you try to forcibly mandate digital behavior without understanding the underlying technology, you do not fix the problem. You just make the workarounds more popular. Anyways, that's it for this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next.
Cool. Yep. And that's the end of that. We're gonna play. Should we play some songs with you? Just get up out because I know you gotta eat. So yeah, like we gon' fuck it. We gotta get naughty at least one time, Vonta. Fuck the bullshit. We gonna play naughty, then we gonna get up out of here. You know Vonta gotta go eat. I'm about to go eat. Then we gotta get ready for the rest of this day. I work later. So we're gonna get our chill mode. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to In the Groove, great beat section. Shout out to Jay Dooley for the beat. Shout out to everybody. Soul Brother, Low Key.
Time to have a party, baby girl love it, everybody get naughty. Time to have a party, baby girl love it, and she about to get naughty.
This is an HHN special report. PlayStation is cooked.
Baby girl get naughty, baby girl get naughty.
Everybody enjoy.
Walking in the club, ladies show me love. See me on stage, tell that motherfucker love, baby girl getting low. Talking to the floor, pick it back up, baby, make that ass roll. Out of control, got me saying roll. Baby twerking on me, girl, you know how it go. When the drop singing low, take it to the mo. Baby hop on it soon as the door close. I'm the one that she chose. Take off the clothes, pulls out the camera phone. Wanna see you do a pose, put your tube in the dough. Time to make the flick, going for I'm giving her the dick, baby girl, you the shit. Girl like a party with, never bad chick. Say fire like an arsonist, baby, this a hit. Got another party mix, call me selling cars, had to put you on the naughty list. Time they have a party, time they have a party. Baby girl love it, yeah, she bout to get naughty. Time they have a party, time they have a party. Baby girl love it, yeah, she bout to get naughty, get naughty, naughty. Naughty, naughty, get naughty, 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 get naughty, 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 get naughty, 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 naughty. Giving her the business, love it when I'm in it. Been her ass over, that's her favorite position. Give it to her raw, going in the beat. Fucking all night, we ain't about to go to sleep. Vibing to the beat, while I clap her cheeks. Baby girl skirting and she fucking up the sheets. She the beauty, I'm the beast. Eat her like a feast. Sweet cherry pie, baby, let me get a piece. Detroit after dark, did it in the park. Under the stars on the hood of a car. She the best of wrist, we up in the parking lot. Put up to the job, we was fucking on the clock. They ain't not the word, we been to the drive-in. Feel like a swimming pool, I'm about to dive in. This a party over here, got you fucking vibing. Grab a naughty girl, yeah, I'm about to slide in. Time to have a party, time to have a party. Baby girl love it, yeah, she about to get naughty. Time to have a party, time to have a party. Baby girl love it, yeah, she about to get naughty, 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 get naughty, 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 get naughty, 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 get naughty, 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 naughty. Time to have a party, time to have a party. Baby girl love it, and she bout to get naughty. Time to have a party, time to have a party. Baby girl love it, and she bout to get naughty, 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 get naughty, 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 get naughty, 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 get naughty, 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 naughty.
HHN special report with the lovely UK correspondent box, giving you news all around the world. The Empire. You already know. Now let's get up out of here. Yeah, great HHN. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Feels good. Well, got music on the way, but I'm on chill mode. I might write a little something. I know I gotta make something to eat something, probably write a little bit. I was playing this Dead or Alive. I'm just, just making sure the controller is cool. Just making sure the controller tight. Now I could probably play one of these other games, but at the same time, I might have to open up this bitch because I think one of these games might require for me to use the other analog stick. Because the other analog stick kind of controls the camera. It kind of helps the camera move around. But like if I'm playing properly, it'll be able to do cool. Dead or Alive don't require me to use it. So that's cool. Spider-Man might require me to use it, but like if I'm flying through the air, I don't know. I might need both. I got Resident Evil. I think I might need it for that to look around. I'm not really sure. As a matter of fact, I never really used it. I don't remember. But I still need to go buy another controller. I'm gonna have to go to the flea market. But salute everybody. Hope everybody have a cool day, cool afternoon, cool evening, and cool night. I'll catch y'all in a minute. So I can't ate some hot wings today. Nope, I ain't eat nothing yet. I ain't eat nothing yet. I just stopped by the market to grab some dogs. I might make some chicken later before I go to work, like for lunch. But real shit, it's kind of hot. I don't really feel like cooking, so I'm gonna just wait. And plus, I'm trying to ration everything out until this new bridge car shit come in. So I'm kind of spending cash right now. So it's like, let me ration this shit. Get paid Monday so I can be able to buy some more food. And Tuesday I'll go to the spot. I could wake up early in the morning and go just like go grab the application, but I'm gonna have to hop on 2 buses to go to the spot. I don't feel like doing that. But I might have to wake up early. go take care of that, grab the applications, and just come straight on back. Come back, do a live, rest after. That's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to wake up early. But I'm gonna get off of work. So it's like, no, fuck all that. I'm waiting till Tuesday. Like when I know I have a day off, I'm gonna be off for maybe like 3 or 4 days after this 6 day stretch. So like I do it then, so I know I'm gonna have nothing else to do later. So that's how I'm gonna play it. You might go live with a low sugar. Shit. If you go live, I'll pop up. But damn, I got maybe something to eat. But you already know, like, if you live, I'll pop up for sure. Say what up. You already know how it is. Share the live out. But it depends on what you're talking about. What you're gonna be talking about, unless you have a jam session. You might just have a jam session, or you're gonna find some a topic or something. They're working the blood out of K. They try to slave my nigga. Like it's like real shit. It's life. You know, the job is alright, but like at the same time, I still gotta realize that I am losing energy during the midnight shift. As much as I love it, and I'm, and I feel like I'm energized, I guess it's some type of balance. I think like shit hits me when I get ready to hop on a bus and go back home, and I'm sitting on the bus and I'm like, sometimes I feel like I'm on my way to work, but I'm really on my way home. Sometimes I'm on my way home, but I'm on my way to work. I'm like, oh my God, I don't like feeling like this. And plus the midnight shift, it fucks up your time cycle. It's it's like your night is day and your day is night. So it's like it kind of like it's an imbalance right there. And plus, I don't even think the human body is supposed to even be going through this shit too much on some real shit. Let's just be honest. The human body needs full rest and work and exercise, but mostly rest. Mostly rest and good eating. Yeah. but it's the shit outside of work that's also the shit too. So it's like, and take care of my sister, making sure she's safe, try not to worry. You know what I'm saying? Making sure she's all right, because she handicapped. So, but like, but she got cool friends, she got some cool people to hang around. And the ones I told her not to fuck with, like due to their actions, I'm like, yo, be careful. Don't hang around them if they doing that shit. My sister's too nice and gullible, and she don't question shit. And plus, I blame my mama for that, because she been up under her slavery shit forever. I could probably say since 2003. My sister don't have an original thought for herself. When I try to help her out, she like she ain't say fuck me, but she showed fear that my mom put in her. Like, if I don't give her this money, if I don't, listen to her, she gonna, like, what she gonna do? Beat your ass? You handicapped. she going straight to jail. So it's like, what? Like, what are you really truly afraid of? Like, so it's like, I love my sister to death, and she's my older sister, and she took care of me when I was little. So like, it's only right if I return the favor and take care of her. And plus, if my brother wasn't such a bitch, we'd be here together, and there'd be like less strain on me and shit. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. I gotta do what I gotta do. My sister is almost 50. I'm trying to get everybody to eat right, so you can probably try to live longer. But and motherfuckers use that shit against me. Fuck that bitch. But anyway, not my sister though. I'm talking about like fuck the other motherfucker that's using my own motherfucking truth against me. But yeah. And plus the money that I'm trying to step up. I'm trying, man, but every time I stack up enough, something always happens. I hate this shit. It's like the powers that shouldn't be is sending out the adjustment bureau to fuck with my life. Comply, Vonta. And fuck it, man. Like, enough about me. I'm just about to go maybe something to eat. Come back. Probably work on some music. And like whoever live, I say what up, give my salutes. And plus, I gotta take my nap. I got a motherfucking like fucking rest before work, but I'm not feeling tired. So it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm about to smoke me another motherfucking blunt. And the music of live stream for me. Yeah. Yeah, we say new music or live stream. Yeah, same here. They tried to stop me. Yup. I don't feel like singing though. Lazy as fuck. Right. I know I got, like my mind is racing right now. But I'm glad it's racing in a positive way because it's doing something productive. But like at the same time, I need my fucking, and I need to pace myself. I need to stop smoking weed back to back because I need some weed for work. But it is what it is. It's in front of me. I'm smoking it. But I'll catch y'all in a minute. Y'all know how we ended. Much love to my guy, this Vonta. Salute Jordan Soul Brother in the groove, Eyes Wide Shut, Low Key, Jay Dooley, and everybody that came through. Hit the like button. Everybody's gonna watch this on the playback. Yep, gotta keep a steady pace. And yep, go with the flow. Gotta go with the flow. Go with the flow. Let's go. Thank you, Vonta. Put a smile on my face every day. Now I'll catch y'all in a minute, and y'all know how we ended. Mic check. I walk around the streets with my black tech, 9 by the waistline, looking at height. I really didn't want to do this. I never claimed to be the best type of rapper to have to show the motherfuckers what I'm after. I'm after the gold, and after that, the platinum. Beef after that, Hurricane G packs the Gatsa. Bow. Trigger bang bang. HHN special report with the lovely UK correspondent Vonta. Shouts out to everybody. I'll catch y'all in a minute. Peace. It is UK After Dark. Bang. Oh, yeah. All right, now about to get your grub on. About to get my grub on. And I'll see y'all later on. Bars. We out. Oh, yeah. UK After Dark. HHN Special Report. Oh, yeah. Get back to this Marie Rose. Much love, Vonta. Shout out to everybody. We out.